But they still have those hand traps. So
I agree, but with one more card, you can usually do it. I think it makes sense, but you need to have a better side deck, and they don't really have a good side deck for this strategy.
yeah. And this is the issue, is they both have very kind of broad side decks. Whereas when talking to Joshua, we saw that he was going for a very targeted approach where he was saying, I'm just planning on playing Thunder Dragons, really, and I'm going to prepare for that. So for people joining us, we just got the stream back up. Sound should be fixed now, and we are going into Game 3. The winner of this match
is going to Berlin for the World Championship. So everything is on the line, and it is Germany against Netherlands, Jonas against Raphael. Same deck, so Thunder against Thunder.
I mean, both of these guys have performed amazingly this season.
Yeah, and it all comes down to this, even though whoever loses here will be playing later on against Dinka Bui for a chance once more to go to the World Championship. Something that, regardless of these guys' huge performances, they have not done yet.
Okay.
We should get the ends ready, so we... Okay, handshake. Let's see. Let's take a look at these ends.
Let's see some combos.
Raphael sees... Rest was no hand chop, so there is only a chance that he has one of them, but both players draw into Sekka's Light, so this will be a good match. Hopefully Raphael does have one hand chop, otherwise I don't see him in a good spot. It does look like no material to me.
Yeah,
it is.
And that's what you want to have. He needs to have at least a little bit of interaction just to soften the board that Jonas is able to put out. We see Batteryman Solar coming down, which is a card I don't think we've seen much of.
Yes, we have not seen it yet, but as I was saying, Jonas didn't really play that much going into this event, so he literally took Jesse Cotton decklist from Knoxville, and he opened the best combo of that deck, probably, which is the Batteryman plus Wyver Buster.
Yes.
And no material against that opening is usually not enough. No material is really good against Crusadia plus Danger. And in this case, Jonas not having test as much might be actually a really good thing against Raphael.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, just having all of this combo, because I think the list only plays one Batteryman, right?
Or even zero at the moment. Like, no, which list do you mean?
Jonas's list.
No. I think he plays the...
Oh, he's playing two Batteryman.
Yeah, he's playing pretty much the same.
But it's still a card that you don't expect to see very often. So to see it here in such a good circumstance is really nice.
I think Gnome has to come down here on the Wyver Buster and pray that it is enough.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, he does not do it.
I mean, he can still do it after the Sekka's Light if he wants. But Jonas now has a Lancia, so he even has...
He can't do it, because Gnome is only when it's summoned.
Oh, right, yes.
It is not like the other hand-trap, so... Sekka's Light come down. Jonas picks up even the Lancia as a backup plan for later. It's looking very good for him at the moment.
Yeah. He drew another Danger. He has Tsuchinoko in hand.
The Danger is really good here.
So much material that he can do stuff with.
Such a good opening here.
Oh, he is hesitating here. Okay. So he's considering whether or not he wanted to use the Solar or the Thunder Dragon. He's going to use all four.
He's definitely going for Saruya no matter what.
Such a strong card. And Saryusha is really the glue that holds this deck together, because being able to refill after doing your combos and then being able to protect Saryusha because you have so many graveyard effects that activate, it's just really strong. It not only fills you with more material, but it also lets you get free special summons, lets you make your board bigger. A lot of really good stuff going on. We did see in the last game that it can leave you open to your opponent starting a combo with Crusadias, but even then, if you have like 3 or 4 pieces of interaction, often their comboing isn't enough.
Absolutely, and it is not even nearly as good as against Orcust here, where you can just wait for the Nightmare, you drop the no material, and unless Cold Body Grave is there, you almost always win the game. Against Thunder, it is still really good, but quite awkward here. And you can see that it is not gonna do too much. It is still good, but it is gonna be very tough here if you're Raphael.
Yeah. And Jonas just needs to focus and concentrate here. He had an amazing performance at YCS Dusseldorf, finishing second place. But, you know,
But the
he
nerves
knew
really
he
got
could have
to
done
him.
better
Yeah.
there. And I'd say here, he is like, this is a chance at redemption for that.
Absolutely, he's trying to get what he worked out for the entire year, and as you said, he barely missed it in YCS Dusseldorf, where everyone, and us including, as we were doing commentary there, thought that Tom Rose had lost the match, but then there was a little bit, not that little, of a slip up from him, and Tom got his third title like that.
So Jonas is
Yeah, so
trying to get
even,
his.
I guess, so now he deserves, in his mind, the second chance, so he will try to get it here.
He knows not to mess up this time.
Yes,
And he is taking his
'cause-
time and he is making sure to do everything correctly. And we're going to have to see if Raf is able to find an answer to this. He has no material coming down.
Yeah, he now no materials the Wyver Buster, which is gonna be awkward for Jonas, but also kind of brave on Raphael's side, because if there is any other Crusadia Draco or like Wyvern from Jonas, this can be very tough. But
Yeah.
what can you do? At some point, you gotta try and hope for the best. So
For sure. And there is an Eclipse Wyvern in the hand, so
Yeah.
he will be able to special summon it using Saryuja's effect, and he's going to be able to go into Elfie and start doing his Guard Dragon combos, which we've seen to be super impactful in terms of helping build the board. As much as Saryuja is important to this deck, the Guard Dragons are also kind of the
Yeah.
heart and soul.
And now, unfortunately, he gets back the Eclipse Wyvern anyway, which means that he will still be going for the Guard Dragon combo. Seems like Jonas was desperate about something. I'm very curious about what happened there.
It's
He put
considering
his hand
which
on his
Guard
head.
Dragon
Did he
wants.
side out something? I don't know. It's very weird.
I mean, he's not sided out any of his extra deck cards.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I'm pretty sure he didn't side out all of his Legionnaires either, so I don't know what that was about, but
I mean, again, I think in this matchup, you know you're going first because you have the choice. So you just make sure that you have the... Like, you have as many of your cards that do stuff in your deck as possible. So I would be very surprised if he had sided out.
yeah, I
an
mean, the only
important
thing he's
card.
kind of slipped up, I guess, was summoning the Crusadia before going for the Guard Dragon combo, but it is not
Sure.
the end of the world, honestly. Like, it's fine. Like, we saw how Jake Quincy won one of his games with a much bigger misplay than this, so
Yeah.
it is gonna be fine.
Do you think
here.
he'll be able to find a way to banish the Eclipse Wyvern here?
It is possible. That's where not using the thing matters, but it depends
Yeah.
on how many. It just gets a tutorial away, so you will see how many cards he discarded. Usually, what you side out in this matchup, or just in general after siding, are the cards that are weaker to Lancia, since
Yeah,
you
so
can play around it.
He searches his banish here. Is he going to search off Nessie? I don't think he's resolved Nessie's effect this turn, right?
No. He didn't. Maybe we're gonna see something similar to what we saw in the US, where Gabriel Vargas actually also secured the spot alongside Jesse Cotton, which was quite impressive because it was the same two people from last year going.
Yeah.
And we did see, though, a few unsure plays, let's say, from Gabe. And Jonas does not forget it, though, so he's still fine.
Yeah, he was just considering which danger he wanted. He was probably checking which had used their effects already this
Yeah.
turn. Which is good. It is always important to check to make sure you know what's happening.
Absolutely. So now, if you're Dinka, you should be watching this just thinking who is going to be your opponent. It shouldn't matter much because it is going to be a mirror match regardless.
Yes.
But we are very, very, about to discover who is the second European champion, I would say. It's
Yeah.
going to the World Championship for the playoff at least.
I mean, to get to this event and to play off against the other players who are so skillful and so experienced, like this is more difficult than getting
Yeah.
to top cut of the European Championship, because every single game is such a battle.
It is.
And under this pressure, the crowd here we have is amazing. This is as big as we see at the finals
Absolutely.
of a YCS.
And it makes sense. Like, you guys obviously can't see this at the moment, but there are a lot of people watching this, and you can't blame them. This is almost as exciting as the final we will have on Sunday, honestly. Like,
Sure.
we're getting the same numbers of players for the World Championship we will actually have on Sunday, so it is basically as good, we can say.
So we're linking 3 monsters away, he is considering.
Yeah.
Do you think it's correct to link 4 to get another Saryusa drop? Yeah.
I mean, you
that's
can.
what he's going
It's
for.
pretty much shouldn't matter too much, I'd say, but you might as well do it because you know Raphael doesn't have a response at this point. And the only issue, okay, he doesn't go for the duo. It is fine.
Summons Levianeer. He's going to banish the Eclipse Wyvern from earlier, which means he'll be able to get another Levianeer, which is always very nice.
Yeah. And this is looking very tough. He will. I mean, the only issue I have here is time.
Yeah.
Because there are less than 6 minutes remaining, so the only way I can see Raphael getting out of this would be with some sneaky attack in time, because Jonas is still not done with his turn, and Raphael hand looked like he has a lot going on, even though he probably can't break this board completely, but he might be able to get just enough to push some damage, which
Yeah, so
would be fair enough.
Hot Red Dragon Archfiend is clearly here because it is a very versatile card. What's your thoughts on Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon? Because that is an option to summon instead of Hot Red, and it is better in this matchup, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know. I still think that with Mystic Mind being in the format, and especially at Euros, where you're gonna see a lot of different decks, I think number 38 is just safer overall.
Yeah.
And on number 38, sorry, the Red Abyss is safer overall. It can negate evenly matched. So you can see a round of applause here for the crowd, for Jonas being able to do his full combo through no material. But this was all due to Batteryman, actually.
Yeah.
So most players are cutting the card. I do agree that that it isn't great, but when drawn alongside the Wyvern Buster, it is the best card in the deck.
I think a single copy of the card is kind of cute. He's playing 2 in this list, but you know, you don't want to draw multiples of it.
Yes. I still think I'd rather have more Crusaders, but it is not the end of the world, I guess. Anyway, now there is nothing too crazy in Rough deck, but he might be getting maybe, I don't know, some Pancratops. It's very hard to push here, so
Yeah.
especially with Delancia in Jonas' hand. You can see him being, of course, super confident.
Yeah,
And
it's
4
kind
minutes,
of funny
yeah.
that Raph still has the Sekka's Light in his hand, but that's actually the card that he would have liked most to lose,
Indeed.
because the Hope Harbinger just instantly removes that card from play.
Yeah, and now he doesn't really have anything going. He has to hope that the danger does it, and it is going to be tough to push through.
Yep.
Even though he doesn't have much time, let's remember that number 38 does have a second effect, which you can read on the screen right now, which is it can detach a material to actually redirect the attacks on itself, which means that pushing damage is not easy at all here. Wow, the danger gets sniped. And shake. You can see crowd going crazy. Jonas takes it. He will be the second guy representing Germany and Europe at the World Championship. So let's quickly go to the post-match discussion. Wow,
I mean,
unbelievable.
Thunder Dragon Mirror, 2 of the best players in Europe. Jonas has got his place at the World Championship to represent us.
Yes, it's basically Jonas was telling us he doesn't even know how he got there. So I'm very curious when we're gonna interview him what he has to say about this. He got sick last week, and the week before the event is always the most important one because you have to play test a lot. And he was sick. He couldn't really test. He said that he focused more on just taking some rest. He took Jesse Cotton deck list almost card by card. It worked out for him. He is the second European and in particular German, I gotta admit, guy representing us at the World Championship. Definitely not a slack off. He had an incredible season with multiple top cuts, twice in the finals. So yeah, I can't complain. He's one of the best players in Europe at the moment. He will probably do a really good job at the World Championship alongside Joshua. But we are gonna have a last match, which at this point is gonna be between Raphael Neven from Netherlands and Dinka Bui from Germany. We're gonna surely go back to that, but before, I think our players are gonna be ready very soon. So we wanna go back to Oliver, and we're gonna go back to Jonas for an interview. Let's see what it feels like.
So just in preparation for the next round, again, Dinka Bui versus Raphael Neven. Both of these guys have won YCSs this season. And they are playing possibly the most stressful matchup of the entire weekend because, they have had one shot at Worlds and now they're going to be going for their second. But now we will be with Ollie.
Yes,
and
let's go to Oliver.
We're now ready at the main event stage. Emotions got the better of both of you guys. You just immediately ran off stage, basically took a stage dive. Unfortunately, there were enough friends there to catch you. How does it feel you're going to Worlds?
I still can't believe it. I mean, I'm so happy because now, I was so scared because I was super sick last week and I thought I couldn't perform ever. But it worked out, so.
There's no worries, I got only softball questions for you. Okay, next question is, how bummed are you feeling about the fact that the World Championship is in Germany this year, so you're not flying to some other country?
It's one of the first world problems, because if you go to Worlds, you go to Worlds. I mean, I would like to go to Japan instead or something, but I mean, I shouldn't complain. So.
At the end of the day, it is still the World Championship. What are you going to do the rest of the weekend? Are you going to be rocking the public events?
Actually, I might just try to get sleep, and because, as I said, I'm still sick, and I don't know yet.
So obviously it's going to take half a day or something for this to settle in. One of the things that usually helps is when you're going online and you see 1 million people congratulating you. I guess there have been lots and lots of people who were involved in this, helping you prepare for this event. What was that like for you? Did you go through rigorous training for an entire week, or because you were sick you couldn't do that?
I couldn't do that, but obviously my team, my friends, my mother, and everyone tried to help me and worked out. So yeah.
Is your family watching at home?
Actually, my mom is somewhere over there.
Well, what do you think? How is she feeling about this?
I think she doesn't understand anything about the game, but she's happy for me to finally.
So she's gonna be pumped and be rooting for you, obviously. All right. So we're gonna give you a few moments for this to really settle in. Congratulations again. We're going to be happy that Tom Rose actually kind of called this. He was like, yeah, you should have Jonas Koschel on your radar. He's going to be winning tournaments left and right very soon. So he's going to be full of it this weekend. I wish you speedy and good recovery. And I hope you're not feeling too bad that you're not going to be smashing people left and right tomorrow and on Sunday.
It's fine.
Is there anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
I think I shout out to everyone. All of my friends that rooted for me, and my team, my family. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Thank you again. So guys, don't go anywhere just yet. We got 2 of the 3 players that are going to be representing Europe at the World Championship in Berlin. Raphael Neven really needs to pick himself up. We need to have a short break after that. and obviously his opponent Din Kabue is going to be feeling very, very differently. This is going to be the real test of strength, because you need to come back from a defeat. You were already with one foot basically in the door for the World Championship, and now somebody just pushed you out and said, no, not yet. And for one of these guys, after the next round, they will still not go to World, so that's going to be feeling very, very tough for them. We're going to give them a short break. After the break, we're going to be back with our last feature match for the day, because we're not going to be streaming the finals. I think you're not going to be mad about not playing against Joshua. Yeah, whatever. So guys, short break, then we're going to be back. Third place playoff for all the marbles for the third and last spot for the World Championship in Berlin this August.